Hey, this is Steven from Legit Tech Tutorials, Legit Mobile, and the Legit PC. I have another pod. This is actually not my Zombie Alamo Intermediate Unity tutorial series. This is actually a concept that I have for a new series for Construct 3. So this is an idea for an intermediate slash advanced, slightly advanced course or slightly advanced game concept for Construct 3. So, as you guys know, I'm working on this game, Zombie Alamo, in Unity for my intermediate series here. And you could see it is a side-scroller pixel art game, very intense, very high-stakes game. Now, what I always wanted to do was do some sort of 3D game version of this guy, but which is a little bit out of my wheelhouse right now because I would have to learn more about relearn everything about 3D animation, which I would like to start doing that. At some point I'll probably start a class and start taking that stuff. But what I want to do is do a top-down version of this. I've went on a run just a couple minutes ago. I was thinking about it on my run. I do not think that the melee. So normally this is all a melee game. This is 100% melee. So there's 3 weapons. There is a fire axe, a wood spear, and a metal spear. If you guys are not familiar with the series, so that would probably not work in a top-down game. So basically, what a top-down game would look like is you would be in this map. So the game would be called Assault, Zombie Assault on Zombie Assault on Alamo Prison. So basically, the idea is there's Alamo Prison, which in this side scroller, here is the fence. You saw the fence there, so that's the fence that they're jumping over, and then here is the start of Alamo Prison, and here's a gate that you could close and block the zombies from coming in. And here's a place where you could craft weapons. Now, with some sort of Zombie Alamo game... Why is this thing so small? Okay. So, if that was the case, let's say we have our character here, and he swings some sort of arc, right, in front of him for hitting him with the axe, let's say. The issue is that the zombies would always kind of get to you, and you wouldn't be able to kill the zombies fast enough, right? So, what I'm thinking with this is that this would be like some sort of kind of alternate reality of this other game where you have a character and he can shoot, maybe like a shotgun blast, let's say, or just like a regular, pistol something. And so it's very similar to a lot of these games that you see where it's top down and you have your mouse and your mouse kind of controls the character. It would also be great for some of these high-powered consoles, handheld consoles that has some sort of controller, so maybe even on Xbox, stuff like that. But I'm thinking something small, like a phone with a controller, or what is that called? The Switch, or a DS, or I don't know, is PlayStation Vita even around anymore, or whatever? Maybe one of those. Let's see what... or even on like a TV. Oh, that's another one. It would be great for one of these kind of party games, like some sort of Android TV, Android powered console, something like that. This would be great for Construct 3. Let's see, Construct 3. Arcade. That's right. So here, basically, it's saying that it's just output iOS mobile apps, desktop apps with NWJS, Windows Store apps, publishing to the web. So also publishing the web. So yeah, basically, I'm thinking that this is more going to be a game with a controller of some sort. A controller would be great, or a mouse and keyboard, or anything like that. So maybe Xbox 360 Xbox game where you could rotate around. But I'm thinking that this would be funner on lower end consoles, maybe even a like a low powered laptop or something like that. Like I have this tablet right here. My cat always sleeps on it for whatever reason. I have a little Asus Tai Chi T300 Chi, which is really a low powered laptop. This would be a great game on that laptop if I had a little mobile mouse. Or like I said, pretty much anything with a controller. But you're very limited on Construct 3 as far as what you can publish to. But I think it would be great on some sort of, tablet with a controller, or some sort of TV enabled something that you can play mobile apps on, that you can load mobile apps or even web apps or anything like that. I think would be really, really good. So that's kind of an idea. Publish it to the Steam store and you play it on a little Steam console, right? So the idea is, I do not think that this would work. Because it's not going to be realistic later on. They're going to just come too fast and just eat you up. So that's why Nazi zombies in Call of Duty, they don't have just melee. That's just not how it works. So, because they'll come up and kill you, and then pretty much we have to kind of manage how they move about. But really what I would like to do is have slower and faster zombies. So like these slower ones, these faster ones kind of like overwhelm you, and then these slower ones, they kind of, over time, they kind of creep in. So if you're not paying attention where you're going, eventually they're going to catch you in a corner, right? So right now I'm thinking it's going to be a top-down shooter, and have, these different weapons from inside the vault of Zombie Alamo. So let's show another example. And then in this case it would be like, this is Zombie Alamo, and you have some sort of hallway here that you can go into, right? Let's say this is your character here. So this is your character, and then you have this giant field. Obviously this is exaggeration, but it's very small. But imagine a giant field with a fence all the way around, and not really any way out. You just see these zombies kind of jump over the fence. And then you have, some of these trees. I'm wondering if I'll have trees. We'll see. We'll put some trees here or something. And then same deal here, have a gate like here. So have a gate that you can lock to give you a chance to like reload, and then in here you'll have an opportunity in between rounds or something to go and get some equipment in here. And then what I'm thinking is do the same deal that I was thinking with Zombie Alamo, which is that whenever you kill some random zombie, right, sometimes they'll drop a little key, and then that key gives you a random gun and a gun locker. Or I could have the key, so I'll have maybe like a random key, and then the other one would be like a key where you could go in and get any gun of your choice, right? And let's say you could have up to 2 guns or whatever, and then another key that would be like ammo or something, and so you could pick a certain amount of ammo or something. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know how complex, because basically what this game is going to be doing is it's going to be kind of testing the load of Construct 3 graphically, as far as, you know, having all these things come in and out of frame, having a whole bunch of things happen at once on screen. It is going to start to look at the how it is to write the AI inside of Construct 3 to, because obviously if your character goes in here, right, this zombie can't be dumb and just keep hitting this wall trying to get in. It can't just be because a lot of these top-down shooters, to start out with, they have it where your character is just there in some big open field and the zombie just runs at you, or whatever enemy just runs at you. But obviously this is not going to work because the character goes inside and sits there. The zombie can't just keep hitting the wall. It has to go inside. So basic characteristic that, you know, the zombie has to, if you run inside, if the zombie's coming from here or something, then the zombie has to run around and come inside, right? So that is the idea. Very, very basic AI. So if he's outside of this box, if he's outside of the Zombie Alamo prison, he's running right at you. If you are inside Zombie Alamo prison, he has to. Oh, and another thing is what would be really cool is if this was kind of like Nazi zombies, and this was very elaborate. This was a big building. The Zombie Alamo prison was actually the size of a prison, and that would be very, very cool if it was very elaborate on the inside. That'd be super fun. Now, would this probably be better off in Unity? Most likely, because of the places that you could publish in Unity. So I'm going to say that from the get-go. So for example, where's all the different systems? Support platforms. Here we go. So here's the Unity Multiplatform: iOS, Android, Windows, Universal Windows Platform, Mac, Linux, WebGL, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, 3DS, Oculus Rift, Google Cardboard, Steam VR. Which, you know, you could do that, because if you could do Windows, you could do Steam VR, so that's not a big deal. Well, not Steam VR. I mean, it's just Steam. PlayStation VR, Gear VR, Mixed Reality, Daydream, Android TV, tvOS, Nintendo Switch, Apple AR Kit, AR Core. I don't know what that one is. So this one, and these two, I guess, would be kind of cool. Cardboard would also be kind of interesting, I guess. Just Android and iOS, I think, are going to be the big ones, and then publishing to Steam so that you could play it on your TV or whatever. So I do think that it might be better to do it in Unity, but I want to move on to the next game. This is not a big importance game, but I do think it would be really, really fun to make. And I do think it would be a very good test of what Construct 3 could do. So here, publish the revs, karaoke, mobile apps. I think mobile apps and that kind of stuff, I think it would be okay. I could probably find a way to publish to the Switch. Yeah, I'll probably just find a way to publish to the Switch pretty easily with some sort of multi-platform something to go to the Switch and play it that way and do it that way. So I'm thinking that that's probably the way I'm going to go. So this is the idea of the game, Zombie Assault on Alamo Prison. Probably something like that. That would be the name, something like that. So that is what I'm thinking right now. And it's really going to push Construct 3 as far as graphically having all this pixel art and all these different elements inside, and its programming. And I think it's right up its alley that it would develop very quickly compared to Unity. So it does have a limit as far as where we could publish, but I do think that it will have the speed of development be highly superior. So whether or not I could find a way to publish in these other stores is another thing, which I think that was going to take some research. But yeah, so this is the concept for version 2 in my next series, the intermediate, and so obviously have leaderboard, rounds, and all that stuff. And then the kicker, which is part 2, is co-op, which is network play, web play. So I'm not even getting to that in Unity Intermediate, because I think that's probably more advanced, but we'll see. So that might be the advanced side of Construct 3, is using internet features, so some sort of multiplayer features. 2 concurrent users being able to come in, becoming Groundskeeper 1, Groundskeeper 2, and fight off the zombie horde with your buddies. I think that would be super cool. So that's also another thing I'm super excited for this concept here. So that is, I think, going to be very, very interesting in this game. So let's hope that Construct 3 does not let us down in that. And we can go forward with this game here and be able to get it out. And then this is probably going to be a commercial project. So get it out to as many of the systems as possible. But I think those Android, iOS, and get it onto Steam, I think, are the main important pieces. And PC, obviously, Steam, PC, the Steam consoles and all that stuff. So Construct has some sort of this one, which I guess we could kind of see. Is that very loud? Yes. Sorry about that. Block audio. Okay, so the record volume. Sorry about that. So yeah, I just do not think that this is going to work. By the way, this is Demir. I do not think that this is going to work. I do like that dash concept. It's down at the top. Let's see if we can find an enemy. So yeah, this is kind of an idea. This would be kind of like the Alamo Prison. Obviously, everything would be interior. But this is an idea. I mean, this is kind of not over the top, but this is similar to what I'm talking about here. This is all high def pixel art. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so he is kind of following the wall. They follow me this way? Oh shit, I can't go that way. Okay, so let's see. Will he follow me over here? Yeah, see? That's not gonna work. Yeah. Question is, can Construct actually do it? Maybe I'll have to, I might have to send a message to one of these guys on the web and see if this is actually done. So what I'll do is I will publish this video, and if it's something that I'm not going to do, I will take it off. And it might be a later Unity because it has so many options. You see there, I'm going to get overwhelmed by two of these things. But I do, this is kind of the style of game. Oh shit. So, anyways, you get the idea. So obviously this is missing that section that I was talking about where the blobs are not going to this space that are not, they have very little AI to where they're going to go around these locations. Now later on in this game it might have it, possibly, but I don't know. So I'll have to find out more about that. But yeah, so let me see, is there anything else that I needed to talk about with this? So big prison in here that you go inside, go tight quarters and bring the zombies in closer. Or let's say you find a gun, a random gun, something, and it's got a lot of penetration or something, it'll blow through a lot of the zombies. So you could bring them inside and line them up and shoot them. And really excited about the co-op idea, is to have you and your buddies get together and do some play, some network play. So I think that would also be very cool. And also whether or not we could get it on the Switch, because right now the Switch is pretty hot right now, and you get that nice big screen, you could see a lot of the place, but I think on TV this would be awesome to play with your buddies on just the Steam TV, on some sort of Steam enabled TV device. It was just some wireless controllers and just play it. Yeah, so that's the idea. Use guns, have some sort of ammo locker, some sort of weapon locker. When you kill specific zombies that are like ex-guards of the Alamo prison, you go in here and you can unlock, let's see, start out with a pistol or something with a certain number of ammo, and eventually you either find a random gun key or a specific gun key or something like that, and like an ammo key or something like that. So very interested in trying this out and seeing what happens. And hopefully we can get the pathing to work to where the enemy actually goes around here and comes through. And again, art style, pixel art, top-down shooter, mouse, keyboard, or controller. Maybe with touch, but touch is going to be very difficult. Very difficult to control. Alright, so this is the idea. Again, every Sunday most likely, do development on this guy. And we'll see if I have to do this Sunday, if I'm going to do this Sunday, or that this will probably count for this Sunday. And then we'll go from there. And I'll send out some emails and see if that's something that can be done. And I'll send these guys a Construct 3 to see if this concept can be done. If not, then we'll pick a different concept and do that game. So, yeah, so that's the idea for a new concept series, a new Construct 3 series for intermediate/advanced. Really excited to get some multiplayer in. This would be actually my first multiplayer game. We'll see if I get to that point in Unity first with the next game, Crimson Sky. So we'll see what happens, but really excited to start this. So looking forward to this weekend, Sunday. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So stick around. If this is possible, you'll see a episode 2 next weekend on Sunday. And we'll see if we could get this done 8 weeks. Probably not this year. It'd probably be January, February or something. This will be completed. So that's 3-4 months. So that's 16 weeks. I'm going to say probably going to get it done in 12 to 13 weeks. That's about 6 to 10 hours, something like that, of development. Alright, and we're already 30 minutes into development, talking about the concept and kind of fleshing out some of the ideas. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next weekend in the new Construct 3, Intermediate Construct 3 series. Thanks for watching, take it easy, peace.